Hi guys! As you can tell from looking at me, I went super dramatic today. I was kind of inspired by Egypt, and I'm not sure what to call this, so I guess I'm going to be calling it the Queen of the Nile look. I used some beautiful matte greens, some shimmery greens, some blues, of course black, and really dramatic eyes on the side, just to give it that kind of Egyptian flair. Really dark all the way around the eyes to make them pop. And I just had such a good time. I didn't know what look I was going to do when I sat down and started playing with my makeup. And so I think I really found a really fun look. And I look forward to doing more dramatic, fun looks like this for you in the future. This is definitely not the most everyday wearable look in the world, but it is a lot of fun to do, a lot of fun to put together for you guys. And if you want to see how I did this, stay tuned. So instead of priming our eyes, I'm going to use the Too Cool, and this is one of the Maybelline Color Eye Tattoo shadows. Using this Real Techniques brush to apply it from my lash line all the way to my eyebrow. Now, once you have a good wash of that base, you're going to want to take a nice frosty bluish green color. This one's in the Go palette by Coastal Scents, the London palette, and a very small detail brush. And you're just going to do the very inner corner on the top. Alright, now I'm going to switch to my Go palette in Sydney. And if you look at the palette, there's a green, there is a frosty green right here on top of each other. We're going to be working with these two colors over the entire lid. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back and forth and then in that. So we just want a little bit of that frostiness. Go all the way to this inner corner and connect to that frosty color. And then turn the brush sideways on the outer corner and kind of blend that green color up so that you have a good solid arch there. Basically, we're just leaving enough room for a highlight up here. Then in the same Sydney palette, there's this beautiful blue color, and I'm going to use the same brush without cleaning it out. And then just this outer quarter of your eye. Just lightly blend in some of that blue. Now all we're doing with this blue is just adding a little variance and dimension. Now I'm going to go to this frosty blue here, and right up at the crease I'm going to blend that back and forth. And now we need to go back and re-intensify the green. Now we're going to go back to the London palette, and we're going to use this matte black down here in the corner. I'm going to come about halfway on my eyelashes and sweep it down. Now you want to create your starting shape for this Egyptian wing here that I've done. Now, if you're concerned about not being able to get a good edge or anything like that, you can use tape, but I didn't want it quite so harsh for this look. But definitely do whatever makes it easiest for you. Take your time, work the shape. And once you have a nice triangle shape that you are happy with as your starting point, connect it to the bottom lashes right here in this corner. And then you're going to make a triangle, and then use just the tip of the brush to feather that in. Now I'm going to switch to a smaller angled brush, and I'm going to go from where I started and make a nice thick smudge of that black that's nice and dark all the way from where I left off to that inner corner. And I'm coming just past the tear duct over here, coming out where we highlighted. Use that smaller one to straighten up and intensify that bottom line. Now go back to the brush that you used the green with, and there should still be some product left on it. And just go to that outer corner over here and add a little green to match the wing. That's also going to start to blend this black that you put up here in the crease. Once you're happy with that shape, we're going to go back to our Sydney palette, and we're going to take that frosty bluish white color again. I'm using a big fluffy eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to put that in that uncolored area we left above the green for our highlight. And then you can just blend with a small crease brush the two colors together. Now go ahead and tightline your upper lash line. When you're tightlining, make sure that when you get to this bottom corner, you open your eye really wide and then sweep out. And then just follow that shadow line. I'm going to line the lower waterline, going back through the lash line over that black eyeshadow. Now we need to do the top, and we need to make sure that it is a solid dark black line. We're going to start in very thin in the inner corner and then gradually wing it out to match this side. And gradually make it thicker and come out to that wing. Once we have a good shape and you can see the point in the corner, go back to that matte black in the London palette and go over the liner. I'm just going to take a makeup wipe and clean it up. Alright, so now I'm going to prime my eyelashes. And then a little bit on the bottom as well. Once it's dry, curl your lashes. Just be gentle. And now apply 2 to 3 coats of mascara to the top and 1 good coat to the bottom. Well, there we have it, everyone. A great Egyptian style look. I really just wanted to play around and see what I could do, and I didn't really have anything specific in mind when I started to do this eye look. But I knew I wanted something very dramatic, and it kind of evolved into this Egyptian style eye makeup, very reminiscent to me of like the Queen of the Nile. But I think that it's really important to step outside your comfort zone and to try eyeshadow looks that maybe you don't think you can pull off and see how they look. And you be the judge if you pulled it off or not. Some of you watching are going to say, oh, that looks amazing, you nailed it, it's wonderful. And some of you are going to be like, what was she thinking? She looks like somebody just punched her in both her eyes. It matters more what you think of what you're doing and not so much what other people do. It's always great to get positive feedback and to be told how great something looks, but if you don't think that it looks great, it's not going to matter if it looks great or not. But I really appreciate everybody joining me. I hope you had a lot of fun watching this, maybe learned a couple of things along the way, and you know what? Experiment and try things out. That's the only way you're going to learn, is just to step outside the box on a day where you don't have to go anywhere, when you've got some free time, sit down and just see where the makeup takes you. Thank you so much for your wonderful support, your sweet, sweet comments, and of course, I'll see you again soon. Bye.